it's been an interesting time real estate-wise. In Santa Clarita, for the most part, at least last I checked, had a relatively low inventory. And even with interest rates on the rise, homes are still selling. That does not necessarily mean that everybody, in light of the recession that is now 8 years old at the very least, is necessarily out of the woods, or that their fortunes may not have changed in the last since then. So there is a way out where you can avoid foreclosure. And Richard Szerman from Alta Realty Group,
yeah,
is here to tell me all about it. Richard, welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Yeah, I came back because we wanted to introduce Alta Realty Group. It's new to the Valley, so it's another real estate company. And the reason we wanted to bring Alta up here is because Alta stands for alternative. That's what it's short for. Alta Realty Group's the alternative to traditional real estate. We do a lot of things that other people don't do. It's all the stuff that I've been doing for 20 years, but it fits in with their model very, very well. So we're very happy to be part of the company, very excited to have them up here. And we're still doing what we're doing. So we wanted to make sure the public knew that we're at Alta now and that Alta's here. And we do a lot of, as you know, a lot of foreclosure defense. We do it all for free. I like to point that out. I always forget to say that. But yeah, it's a completely free service that we offer. We do mortgage defense. We do help people set up loan modifications. We also have a program called the Rental Rebate program, where if you're renting, we'll give you money to buy a house, which makes it easier for first-time buyers to get into properties. And then we have a third program called the Resale Renovation program, which is if you do need to sell your house, we find that lots and lots of folks go to sell their house, and the house isn't always in the best condition when they go to sell it. And as realtors, we know that houses in the best shape sell the fastest for the most money. So we have a vested interest in having the house in good shape, so we'll help you with that too. We're willing to step in and give you money to help fix up your house. And again, in both cases, with both the Rental Rebate program, which is for people who are renting and want to buy a house, and for the Resale Renovation program, which is for people who own property and who want to sell them, this is money that we give you. These are grants that you get from the company. It's not money you pay back. So we do it all the time. We just recently were finishing one recently, locally in Canyon Country, where every realtor in town told them the house was worth about $500,000, and that was about it. We went into the house. We spent about $4,000 just fixing some stuff up, a little carpet, a little paint, that sort of thing. And now we're selling the house for $530,000. So that's a $30,000 windfall for the seller, and it cost them nothing. So that's what we do.
That is amazing, and that's so true, especially in this valley, because we have such a smorgasbord of homes going back to, well, and here in Newhall going back to the 40s or earlier, but even we're talking about the Benelli homes built in the early 1950s in Saugus.
53,
there are
56.
There are things that definitely need some updates, and so being able to make the home more enticable for the buyers without having to.
But we find though, I mean, houses like that, but we find it even new houses that are 2 or 3 years old. I mean, if you have, like, I've got a client right now who has 4 kids. If you have 4 little kids, even if your house is only a couple of years old, there's a good chance they've maybe had some wear and tear on the property. The stairs in their house, it's funny, the stairs in their house are kind of worn, especially the bottom step is sort of worn flat, sort of like when they show National Geographic specials and they show like the rocks around the water hole are worn smooth because of all the animals. That's kind of what's happened to their staircase. Not a big deal to fix, but they don't have the money to fix it, so we're going to step in. Because they're relocating to another state, we're going to step in, we're going to get that fixed for them, and the house is going to sell for what it should sell for.
So how do buyers and or sellers or anyone maybe looking to save their home from foreclosure get in touch with you?
The easiest way is just to call me. 714-1400 is my cell phone. It's been that number for a very long time. I'll repeat that. The number is 661-714-1400. That's my cell. You can reach me at that literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I like what I do a lot, so I don't really consider it work, so I'm happy when anybody calls me, honestly. It keeps me pretty busy. You can also text me at that phone number if it's easier. We have websites and that too, but honestly, the easiest thing to do is just call me direct.
Give a call, send a text.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard, been around now. You've been in real estate for over 20 years, right?
Oh, God, yeah. 25 years. I think April will be 26 years.
And serving Santa Clarita Valley.
Yeah, I started in the early 1990s when I was 18, 19 years old. And I used it got me through college and has provided quite the career for me. I've been very fortunate that I have a large group of clientele in town and out of town as well. And I've been very, very fortunate. And so this is just our way of trying to give back. We just find that, not to knock traditional real estate, it can be done better. I think everyone just knows it can be done better. There's a tremendous amount of money in any real estate transaction. And you can use that money to the benefit of the client rather than to the benefit of the agent or the company. I'm not saying other people don't do that. I mean, they run their business however they like, but we really focus on that because what we want to see is a situation where the client gets as much out of their situation as they can. We are constantly coming into bad situations and turning them right. That's what we do. So if you have a house that's going into foreclosure, we may be able to step in and save the house from foreclosure and let you set it up so you can keep it, get a more reasonable payment, even get the bank to wipe out a lot of what's owed on the property in a lot of cases. Again, taking a bad situation and straightening it out. If you're a renter and you've always wanted to buy a house, but you've not been able to because you don't have the money to buy a house, we can help you bridge that gap. Again, stepping into a bad situation and making it better. If you're someone who's looking to sell a house, even if you have equity in the house and you're looking to sell it, but the house isn't in tip-top condition, and as a result, you're not going to get the tip-top price out of it, we can step in and help with that too. Really what we try to do is find these situations that are problematic for folks and find a way to turn them right side up. And it's really not that hard with a little bit of imagination, a little bit of knowledge to do that.
And don't think just because the Making Home Affordable programs and stuff like that were put in are over that you still don't have help with saving your home from foreclosure. It's very, very important. Richard Szerman, Alta Realty Group. Number again, 714?
1400. 661 area code, 714-1400. Call me at that number anytime, 24 hours a day.
And that number is also available on our website,
Absolutely.
hometownstation.com. Pleasure having you come back by,
Happy
Richard.
to be back with you.
And we're happy to see you
Look
again.
forward to great things.